support the police. However, we do not support bad apples. And we want to say to people like a Roy Oliver, if you go out and you murder anybody, we're committed to making certain that we prosecute people like that.
Reaction continues to pour in after a former officer is sentenced to 15 years in prison for the death of an unarmed teenager. Late last night, a jury ruled that former Balch Springs police officer Roy Oliver will spend 15 years in prison.
The same jury earlier this week found him guilty of murdering 15-year-old Jordan Edwards. CBS 11's Yona Gavino is live at the Dallas County Jail. And Yona, it seems neither side is completely satisfied with this sentence.
They certainly were. There was a lot of mixed reaction, understandably so. Some actually thought that his punishment was not harsh enough, and others thought it was just fair.
For a term of 15 years in a fine.
It's a case that captured national attention. The outcome wasn't what Jordan Edwards' family had hoped for.
Although we wanted more years, this is a start for us, and we can get some kind of closure. So we're thankful.
It was an emotional trial filled with tearful testimony as Roy Oliver's friends and family painted a picture of a family man.
I'm asking you to take into consideration several things. He's a wonderful father. Next, he's a good person, but consider his son. He doesn't need. My son was raised with a father in prison.
Oliver's wife, who only speaks Spanish, told the jury why she is worried about her autistic son's future.
That he may never have a human man figure.
Jordan Edwards' family and their attorney say they would have liked to see Oliver receive a longer sentence.
We believe that little boys and little girls are going to be able to go to teenage parties and feel like if they're in danger, they can go to police officers and not run away from police officers.
There was no visible relief or reaction from Oliver when the judge read the sentence. Edwards' family and legal team believe the rare guilty verdict was historic. They say they're satisfied.
We're going to respect the verdict that the jury handed down, only because we know that there are parents all over this country who would love to see the person who took the life of their kid spend the next 15 years in prison.
And Roy Oliver will be eligible for parole in 7.5 years. His legal team, meanwhile, is planning to appeal.
There are some errors made during the trial that are significant errors and need to be explored on appeal. That process will take a while, but the process has to be begun by the giving of a notice of appeal.
Did watch Oliver's reaction very closely when that sentence was handed down, but we didn't see any kind of visible reaction, any kind of relief from him at all. Live in Dallas, Yona Gavino, CBS 11 News.